Recently, the Ministry of Health announced a mass vaccination campaign against yellow fever for individuals aged 1 to 60 years across the 5 regions. The vaccination campaign, which commenced on April 2, 2024, targets regions including Kampala, Ankole, Moroto, Soroti and Masaka. The voluntary mass vaccination, including in schools, aims to curb the spread of yellow fever and its potential health impacts. However, questions raised regarding the legal basis for enforcing such vaccination campaigns by the Ministry of Health.
Generally, government has a duty to ensure that to do anything for the good order and well-being of its citizens. And among those obligations is to ensure that they receive receive health care, which includes vaccinations. Because the law says, the Immunization Act says that the minister can come up with a statutory instrument gazetting a particular disease for massive vaccination. In fact, it's mandatory, and it makes it criminal for any parent who refuses to immunize a child who is within that that range of 1 year to 6 years.
Whereas the yellow fever vaccination is voluntary and requires parental consent for school children, some individuals remain hesitant, citing concerns over potential side effects of the vaccines.
You're not supposed to administer medication or any form of medication by force, save for particular exceptions. So ordinarily, you're not supposed to administer a vaccine by force or without the consent of the person. So it's, even if the parents are not aware that they should give consent, it should be the duty of the vaccinators, because for them they are health professionals, to advise them that we're supposed to require your consent before you're vaccinated.
In the event of adverse reactions to administered vaccines, who bears the accountability?
Not because of the vaccine itself, but maybe the vaccine was administered in a wrong manner or in a wrong dosage. That one you can hold the government or and its agent, the particular person, responsible. But if the wrong thing is as a result of something what was within the vaccine that reacted maybe on particular individuals, then that one you can't blame the government, because the government is administering. These drugs are approved by even World Health Organization, which is a UN body, as fit for that purpose. So if it's something that goes wrong, maybe you could sue the company which manufactured the virus.
Given public apprehension about the vaccines used, there is a call for enhanced public education regarding the vaccines utilized in the campaign. However, not everyone shares this perspective.
I don't think there is need, because ordinarily, just like all other drugs, when people go for painkillers, when people go for pressure or high blood pressure drugs or diabetes drugs, they don't ordinarily are not given the ingredients of each and every drug. For some of these diseases which have been there for a long time, polio, yellow fever, their vaccines have been tested over and over again. So the debate on the type shouldn't arise, because by the time World Health Organization flags off a drug, it has gone through some bit of rigorous research.
Lawyer Judge Musi contends that public sensitization should precede any vaccination exercise.
There are people who have biases against vaccines or against drugs generally. It's been a campaign of a few days, at least in the mainstream media, and we've not seen them enough showing reasons why this campaign and why at this time. That's why that sometimes when people come up with all sorts of bias against them, they're easily believed because of those boxes that they've not done enough to explain why are you doing this and why at this time.
The yellow fever vaccination campaign started on 2nd April 2024 and is scheduled to conclude on 8th April 2024. Deborah Namamonde, Nantongo Rebecca, UBC News.